Eyes do not deceive you. It is $4.99. It's still on yes, it's still on 6 flex pay, and it's free shipping and handling. A Sharp Aquos TV is regarded as one of the best in the world. To get that for that price is awesome. So if you need a TV for your home, definitely think about this. But in the meantime, we gotta go. It's time for our best buy of the day. There are so many of us that live home alone. There are so many of us that feel vulnerable when we step away from our house and leave our children with a babysitter. There are so many of us that want to be more connected. There are a lot of us that would dream of having a home security system, but we don't want the wiring, the cables, the mounting, the installation expense, and we certainly don't want contracts or monthly fees. So a couple of years ago, smart cameras became the newest, latest, greatest thing. They emerged for you and I to buy at home, and boy, have they taken off like wildfire. They're amazing. I wouldn't be without mine. Now, I'm always connected to what's going on with my 4-year-old son, Oliver. I can always check to see what's going on if we go on date night and leave him with a babysitter. If you've got cats and dogs, like we have a dog, you can always check in and see what's going on. Here's where and we'll tell you everything, I promise. Here's what they've done this afternoon. They've sliced this presentation in half just because we're so close to sellout in the white now. So we're gonna do another item in this hour as well. Even though this is abbreviated, we will cover as much of the important stuff as we possibly can. If you're buying this tonight, we'd love to talk to you. We are officially the lowest price in America. Samsung have given us the ability and permission to be lower than anybody else. And not only that, we have their incredible smart cam. This is a camera that has high definition 1080p, true night vision, two-way talk and audio so I can speak to who's in the room and I can listen to what's going on in the room. This is a wide dynamic range. So in every setting, every situation, every scenario, every light, we are able to truly get the best possible picture. And this is a camera that has been voted time and time again, one of the easiest for all of us. There are so many folks out there. Our good friend Julie Truster is here, by the way. Julie, so many good folks out there who would like to get a camera and they don't know what to buy. The reason why this is a Red Dot Award winner, the reason why this has received so many accolades is because it is easy for all of us.
So easy to set up. Exactly. All you need is Wi-Fi and your smartphone. Here it is. It's teeny tiny. Adam just went through all of the features. There's really 3 features that stand out. And this little tiny camera has more features than any other security camera that's in the market right now, and especially at $99. So the 3 very special, unique features. The first one is what they call Motion Zone Select. So this has motion and audio detection. But with the motion, you can actually highlight your windows or your doors up to 3 areas. And see right there, there's a guy in the background. It detects motion. It sends a notification right there to your phone. And then it starts recording. Right there, what they call wide dynamic range, the lighting of it. Watch how with the camera, it automatically adjusts the lighting so you can see through your doors and windows, and also your subject is clear. So you can get a perfect view of what it is. There's kind of that with the wide dynamic range and without it. So this has that. These are those extra special features. Yeah. This right here, audio detection, listen up. If you're at work, it detects audio, sends you the alert. You can sound the alarm. It chases the guy off and it starts recording. And so then we all know, you take that recording, it sends it right to your phone, you take that recording and then you send it to the police. That's how they identify the bad guys.
Julie, I'm so done. They're telling me they've even taken another 5 minutes off. We have 14 minutes left.
Oh my goodness,
so we will race through it. Here's the reason to buy it tonight before the white's sold out. Lowest price in the market, 50% off the HSN price. There are no monthly fees. We were talking last hour, but even if you don't buy this today for a flex pay of under $20, please just keep these facts in mind whenever you do buy a security camera. Not all of them have a siren, not all of them are 1080p, and not all of them have the two-way talk and audio. It's so important. Remember, when we talk about installation, to Julie's point, you can mount it on a wall, or you just sit it on the nightstand, or you just sit it on a bookshelf. So it's real easy to do.
Yeah, let's really show you real quick on the installation. All you need is Wi-Fi in your smartphone. You download the app and it walks you through everything. A couple different ways right here. It's flexible, so it moves. So you can angle this however you want right here. And then you know what? If you want to unplug it and then plug it in another room, you can do that. This is the one that's mounted. So some people like to have it up high and you can kind of aim it low. One screw and that's it. You download the free app. It walks you through everything. You need to be able to plug it in. It's an indoor camera. It comes with your SD card, a 16 gig SD card already in. And then instantly you're up and running. No fees ever. There's no installation fees. There's no monthly monitoring fees. Maybe right now you have a professional system and it's probably just an alarm. That's all it does. This has the video. It sends video to your phone. You can monitor 24 hours a day with no additional fees. And it has that true alarm. I want to sound off the alarm too, because it's really awesome. It has 3 different alarms on it. So if something happens, it'll take you to the app. You get that notification. You can go inside, see what's going on. You can sound off a police siren. It even has a dog barking. So a lot of different options right here.
Again, these dogs, they won't stop.
I know, that dog. And then you can stop it, but you can do that in the app, and then it allows you to call 911 instantly. And at the same time, it's recording, and it sends that recording right to your phone, which is awesome.
Okay, so I think we're about to see that 10 minutes go on in. This is where we stand. We are now approaching 85% sold out in the white. It's slim, small, discreet. A lot of cameras that have these features are 2 or 3 times the size. So this wins in terms of the aesthetics. The black, we're okay on, but in total, we're now over 75% sold out for the day. It's a feeling of security and peace of mind that is so much needed. You know, we live in a crazy time and a crazy world, and especially as we're going to, you know, the holiday season. Geez Louise, these stats are scary, but 15 seconds, every 15 seconds there's a break-in. When you know you've got this, you feel better. Even the detective that called in, there was a detective called in, I believe it was from somebody in Tampa, wasn't it, Rocky? A Tampa detective, It was about a month ago on the Samsung camera. Not this price, by the way. He was talking about there being no better product than something like this to really feel better at home. I mean, Julie, evidence doesn't lie. When you've got video of something going on, there is all the proof you need.
That's exactly what it is. In fact, she had said that your best eyewitness is video. This records and it sends that recording clip right to your phone. And look how tiny it is. And I want to show you right here, this little itty bitty lens right here is 130 degrees. Typically, it would take 2 cameras to get this same angle. So we're going to show you live in the studio. Here's the tablet right here that you'll be looking at. And then we have a camera in front of it that's live. So I want you to come over with me. I'm going to walk over here and we're going to take you so you can see how far it reaches. So here's our 65-inch TV. I'm going to walk over here. This is what your camera will be seeing. You can see all the way up the staircase, maybe in front of your couch. Remember that you can highlight certain areas of your house. You can highlight up to 3. Maybe it's the windows over here. Maybe it's your staircase. Maybe it's a couch. So every time your dog jumps up there, you'll get the notification. So it reaches all the way over here into this area right here. That's 130 degrees. Instead of having 2 cameras, 1 camera will do this entire room. So now I'm going to come over because I want you to see that what you're looking at too is in 1080p, which is the very best that you can get in a security camera. Full color right here. We're going to dim the light so you can see the night vision. It automatically adjusts. Everything about it's easy. You don't have to do anything. So when the lights go out or when nighttime comes, the camera will automatically shift into infrared night vision. I think it's on right now. Is it on?
There we go.
So there I am. And then look behind me. Can you see the staircase back there?
Right.
Okay, so here's my flashlight. Now watch this. I know you're looking at the HSN camera. It looks like we're trying to trick you with trick photography. But look at this. I'm here. It's just pitch black in the studio. So I had to light myself up. And then let me turn it off again. So there it is. That's what you're seeing is pitch black in here, but it's almost like that infrared lights this entire area up. So if it's at night with the motion detection, it detects motion up to 32 feet and it starts recording. So you think about it, you can take that recording and give it to the police even at night. So over here, I want you to see this video right here. This girl going up the stairs, it's time-stamped.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's sneaking in the house.
She thought she got the better of us.
Right.
We caught her, Julie.
And then this is right here. This is my daughter coming in. This is how I use it every single day. She comes home and it has two-way talk. Yeah. We can have a conversation. I say, hi, honey. I don't know if you can hear the audio.
Well, look who it is.
Is that the cat talking?
It's not the cat. We have very talented cats. So, and then right there, the wide dynamic range, that's in the room where we have it. You can see the sets of 3 French doors. We can see through the windows. So I know my son's jumping on the trampoline, but if somebody was walking around the outside of our house, I would be able to see them. Other cameras, it's all glary on the glass and you can't see through. So this camera, Samsung, highest definition that you can get, crystal clear clarity in that 1080p.
Guys, it's brilliant. I mean, these are the features that are typically more money. And obviously the no monthly fees is a big, big, big deal. We are offering a bonus buy tonight, and it's a really good one. Most people that end up buying a smart security camera wish they had a second one, maybe for the bedroom or the hallway or for the front door or the kids' room. If you buy a second one, we take another 10% off, which brings the price down to $89, which is way beyond now the lowest price in America. Even if you get it home and determine that you only need one, you get a money-back guarantee on the second one. So if you think you might need a second one, order it while you can. Obviously, if you come back in a couple of weeks to order it, the price goes back up to the $150 or $199. So it's a really great opportunity. Julie, wherever we are, we might be at the restaurant or in another country, we can always see what's happening and get alerts if something's happening.
Exactly.
That is, in this day and age, there's no reason why no house in America can't have a security system.
And at this price range. I mean, a few years ago, they were $300 and $400. Now they're affordable for everyone. We had Nancy Grace on with us, the security expert, the other night, and she said that. She said, now they're affordable. Everyone should have them. And protect yourself and your family and your kids. All you need is your smartphone, and you can watch all day long, but the better yet, if you're out of town, it will alert you. So Samsung will be on guard for you. Now, if you have animals, this is what they call the Motion Zone Select. Here's these doors right here. You can actually select up to 3 areas and highlight. You can move it around. You can make that little box as big as you want. And then I'm gonna do this door too. So what I'm doing right here, if those doors open and somebody comes through, I get the notification and it starts recording. Okay, so it eliminates, we have cats, but if we had dogs running around here, you're not gonna be getting those false alerts. So that's really nice. And then if you wanna delete them, you can start over. Look how easy that is. And then you just move it around. You can make that box big.
User-friendly.
Yes, user-friendly. Okay, we've also heard somebody called in, they have a couch area. They highlighted their couch. So when they go to work and the dog jumps up on the couch, it's time-stamped. You can tell that dog, oh yes, you did get up there. But you know what? You can talk to your kids, or you can talk to the pet. You can tell your animal, get off the couch. In real time, live in real time. Right there, you're looking at the night vision, crystal clear night vision. It records in night vision up to 32 feet. A lot of times you see these night vision, you can't tell who the heck it is. And then if you had to give that to the police, it doesn't mean anything. It's no good.
And that's the only thing. Even if you don't pick this up today, remember some of these things that Julie and I are talking about. When you go to buy a camera, insist that it's 1080p. Most are not, certainly at $99. Insist that it has a siren built in. Most of them do not, amazingly. And insist that it has 2-way talk audio, so you can hear what's going on in the room and you can talk to who's in the room. Most do not at $99. You're getting, of course, Samsung, which is one of the #1 brands in the world, at the lowest price in America. With the free shipping and the 5 flexible payments. Still to come, we have the launch of Sharp, the big screen TV at a crazy price. The best-selling product ever on the Monday night show has returned. It's going to be at the top of 6 p.m. Can't wait to share that with you as well. Julie, there's a lot, and maybe the videos are really the best example of it. Although we don't like to think of what can happen, we have to think about the things that go on that we can't control.
Right, I know. And, you know, with a camera, you can go out of town and have peace of mind. It's watching your house. So if anything would happen, you get an alert. it starts recording, and right there with the quality of the camera, you can see through windows and doors. The lighting is excellent on it. This is, okay, that was a video that you were watching earlier. The videos are sent right to the phone. This is live right here, right now. So I want to show you too. Okay. We were talking about if you want to talk, it pulls up the microphone.
Yeah.
And then you can talk. What I love though about it is that I can hear. So if my kids, in fact, I tried getting them down. There's the little microphone that comes up. You hold it when you want to talk, like that. And then, so if they're in the room, I can hear what they're saying and they can't hear me, which is nice. I like being able to do that. And then when I want to talk, I'm in control. So that two-way talk is a huge feature. And again, the camera is teeny tiny right here. All you need to be able to do is plug it in. The lens is teeny tiny. It's 130 degrees. Typically, it would take 2 cameras to be able to see that field of view right there. All you have to do is download the app on your smartphone. You need to connect it to your Wi-Fi. No fees. Now, maybe you have a professional system. You're paying $30, $40, $50 a month, and you have an alarm. There's no videos. If somebody broke into the house, the alarm would sound off, but you don't know who it is. If you're out of town, do you know how scary that is? You have no idea what happened. This camera right here, you have the evidence. When that police officer called in, she said the best eyewitness is video. That's how you prove who it is. And with the 1080p, you can see tattoos. You can hear what the bad guys are saying. I mean, you have all the evidence right there and a video to back it all up.
It's 360 degrees of protection. That's what's so good. Well, one quick thing, talking of protection, if you want to protect your camera, maybe you do have pets or cats running around and you're worried they're going to knock it off the shelf, we of course have our HSN Protection Plus available for you with no deductibles at all. It's a great way to protect all of the items that you buy here on HSN. Well, Julie, I think we did the impossible. We took a 45-minute presentation and squeezed it into 15 minutes. Oh my
goodness.
So the only reason is because we're so limited now in terms of what we have. White is nearly gone. Black, obviously, always very, very popular. Julie, let's round it out in 60 seconds. You know, home security, vital.
Yeah.
There are those of us that feel vulnerable. There are those of us that have kids who moved into their first home or dorm rooms. Those of us in rented accommodation. Those of us that live in the middle of the countryside and feel isolated, or live in the middle of the big city and feel overwhelmed. We need to have some sense of peace with security, and this delivers it.
And every single home should have one of these. It's affordable now. This one you can put on a shelf. You can put it up high. You can mount it. It's flexible. You can have a two-way conversation. If you're a mom and you have kids at home, you have to have this. This is the most affordable one in the price range with all the options and a siren.
Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
It was good while it lasted.
It was.
My gosh.
Congratulations.
Please leave a review when you get it home and tell a friend that it's here because it's such an amazing value. We'll see Julie later on today with whatever is remaining. In just a few moments from now, Mr. Bill Duggan will be here shredding up a storm. We're going to show you how to protect everything in your home in terms of getting rid of sensitive information, documents, clearing the clutter. 5-star rated item. It is our Embassy 12-sheet micro-cut paper cutter. If you have this, we'd love to talk to you. There are so many of us out there with shredder love stories. 1-866-376-8255. And of course, our phenomenal Sharp TV is now just 15 minutes away. Big things there. If you are on hold right now, placing your order for the today's special, folks, make sure your order is confirmed, especially on that white. We'll see you after this.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, and even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should a failure occur. And portable electronics have accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. It's easy to add when you are checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
There's so many things to love about HSN, but one thing that makes shopping here fun is FlexPay. Get it home now without the stress of paying all at once. Why pay full purchase price today when you can pay over time? Buy what you want now, pay it off later with your credit or debit card. FlexPay. It's that easy. Exclusively at HSN.
Well, good evening, everybody. Well, early afternoon, really. It's only 5:20. Lots of good stuff. The 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. hour is, we've got bamboo seat cushions. We've got the biggest selling product ever on the Monday night show. It's going to be a great hour. This hour, it's not the most scintillating conversation, but we've got to have it. It's called shredding. We need to shred. We've got to shred. There's so much information that we are crumpling up and throwing in the trash that is liable to be stolen. You know, there's a lot of us who have clutter that we want to clean up. The Shredder King, Mr. Bill Duggan, is here. And Bill, you don't mind me doing my usual thing, do you?
Go for it. You know this product well.
Everything I've learned, I learned from this man. I've become somewhat of a shredder aficionado. Guys, I want to show you something for just a second. This is why you need to see this presentation. You and I, back in the day, we used to have a shredder that did this. It's called a strip cut shredder. It's okay, but it's not great. A strip cut shredder still is kind of dangerous. Now, if you and I went to the store with about $120 to spend, we'd probably walk away with a cross-cut shredder. Now, this is better, but it's nowhere near as good as this. This is a micro cut shredder. This has pulverized all the paper that goes through it. Now, what we do on HSN, because we are, and this sounds silly to say, but it's honestly the case, we are a destination for shredders. We are able to offer micro-cut shredders at the same price as regular stores would sell cross-cut or strip-cut. And that's why so many people come to us. We're $119.95. This works like a dream. We don't need to baby it. Staples, no worries. CDs, DVDs, credit cards, we can do it all. Every home should definitely have a shredder. Now, there's great colors. This one's called hazelnut, but it looks like gold. Bill and I were having this discussion the other day. It's called hazelnut, but it looks like gold. Here is a rose gold, which is definitely a rose gold. Down front, we have the black, beautiful emerald green. There's only 40 left in this one. Silver, blue, purple, or red are available. Bill, it's on the essentials list. It's not really something that's up for debate. Really, ideally, we'd all have a shredder.
Well, that's just it. Every home office should have a shredder. I mean, our parents tell us, but the federal government even reminds us, we need to shred our documents. We pulled this directly from the Federal Trade Commission's webpage, and they say we need to shred all these sensitive documents. And look at the list. It's physician statements, bank statements, expired checks, and credit cards, and every home is gonna have a different need. It's educational documents, it's travel documents, and that's why you wanna have a shredder. We have sold over 270,000 embassy shredders. Each one of them is a customer pick. Yeah. And that's just it. This is that Goldilocks size. It's not too big. It's perfect for that home office. But at the end of the day, it does what it's supposed to do. It goes through 12 pages, gives you that micro cut, a large peekaboo window. One of our reviews was called it an instant gratification window because you just see what happens right away. And instead of pulling off the lid these days, we give you a pull-out drawer. This pull-out bin is 4.5 gallons, and look what you're throwing away. What is that? What was the medical record?
Right.
What was the bank statement?
Right.
Because if you're still shredding with something like this from the 70s, you want to upgrade to something that's smaller and harder for them to piece together. And why is this upgrade so important? Do you know the federal statistic for identity theft? It's going up. What were the statistics to win the lottery? It was like 1 in how many million? But guess what? It used to be 1 in 10 of us. It's now 1 in 7 of us fall victims to identity theft. Because the stuff that comes in the mail that's pre-filled out, that has our identity on it. The stuff in the filing cabinet from 10 years ago, like tax documents, has our identity on it. So we hold on to it because we can't just throw it away. So you just see how this keeps going and going. Whether it's prescription information, medical records, it does what it's supposed to do. Do you have expired credit cards, expired hotel room keys with that magnetic strip? Guess what? Those have your information on it. Shred it. This goes through everything. And I gotta tell you, it feels good to get rid of all that little bit of information. Something we can't show you all the time. Dense cardboard. Okay, this is just to give you a comparison. My identity's on there, but look at this. I'm loading this up with cardboard. It is shredded into micro cut. It performs like it's supposed to, and that's why it's such a huge customer pick. Because people at the end of the day want that added security. How many of us have shiny discs with photos and documents? Dedicated slot right up here at the top. You put it in, and boom, it's destroyed and pulverized. You don't want to be the 1 in 7, and it happens. It's happened to many show hosts here. It happened to me as a sophomore in college. I'll share that story with you soon. But look what you're also getting. You're getting a huge customer pick, which is great, but then we're also giving you 5 full software titles. Why is this great? I mean, you have a way to protect your identity, this one, way to protect your identity. Right down here, social media. It's called Hacker Up. A way to protect your identity on social media. So timely. And this one right here is my mom's favorite. It's called Splash ID. It's a way to protect your username and passwords, because our identity is not just on the printed page anymore. It's virtually out there. So you're protected virtually, and then all the stuff that you've been holding on to, you know what? It feels so, we call it shredding therapy. It feels good to get rid of it. Don't even worry about the staples, because you take this document, you take that envelope to your shredder, and you just feed it in, and it's gone.
It didn't used to be like that. We used to get so frustrated because our shredders weren't able to cope. God forbid you put more than 3 or 4 pages in, or it had some staples in, and it would just, it would stop, it would get stuck, it would start to overheat. They are brilliant. And even if you don't get it from us today, just remember when you ever buy a shredder, oh my gosh, you've got to insist on micro-cut. The thing is, I mean, come on, we don't really know about shredders. It's not a topic that we're all really up to the minute on, which is why I appreciate what Bill's been able to do over the past couple of years, is really set out this information. Micro-cut is the best, but it's the most expensive, which is why most of us don't buy micro-cut. If you're gonna buy it, you've got, look, there's a great example, isn't it, Bill?
I mean, it's just more efficient for our home office and our lifestyles. 120 pages of standard strip shred, it's overflowing. Crosscut, as Adam has said, it's definitely better, it's about half that. Microcut, it's even a fraction of that. It fills up the bin less, it fills up your garbage can at the street less, because by the way, once it's out at the curb, it is fair game to anybody. And we put everything in the trash, from ATM receipts, credit applications, bank statements. I mean, look at this. I mean, the list goes on and on. Credit card offers, those convenience checks. As I told you, travel documents, school information, insurance forms. I mean, just whether it's for car or for your health, the list does, I mean, and we hold on to these documents. We store them, we put them in a filing cabinet, we have them in boxes underneath the desk or in the closet, and then we finally can get rid of those boxes. It feels phenomenal. Because a lot of us, what happens, our shredders become that stockpile place. Like, oh, I'll get around to shredding it over the weekend. But with this one, guess what? Take those cards, take that packing slip, take that receipt, everything, just put it in here. Why is the fashion color kind of important? Leave the red out, because if you leave it out, it looks good, but you're gonna use it. And the more you use it, the less likely it's gonna happen to you. And I told you before, it happened to me sophomore year of college.
I know.
I had my financial aid, I moved into my apartment, and then I went to get my financial aid for sophomore year, and they're like, oh, sir, you don't qualify this year. I'm like, 1, thanks for calling me sir, but 2, I was like, I need that money. Right. And the thing is, for most of us, we don't realize it happened to us until we're, at the financing office for the new car or trying to get the extra financing for the house. And yes, we still might get it, but our interest rate's gonna be higher because we have that ding. When you can just protect your information by putting everything in there. We've all done this too. We cut a corner, and just look at this comparison. That one page.
Look at the space it takes
Exactly, it takes up space. And what we put through the shredder, you can't tell me what that was.
No.
And there are definitely dumpster divers out there, but it's also a matter of privacy. Have you ever had a windy night? Shoot, there's a hurricane right now, right? Garbage can gets knocked over, and your paycheck stub is in the neighbor's yard. Or your prescription information's down the street. You don't want that out there. Take this all, and look what happens. It goes through it. I wanna show you that cardboard demo again. Thick cardboard, right? Look at this. It does not slow down your shredder. No. Your shredder does what it's supposed to do.
It pulverizes
Exactly.
it. There's only 5 minutes left before our big sharp extravaganza. We're excited about that. If you know anybody that needs a big screen TV, we are about to do something amazing. If you want the hazelnut, which is a gold, we are down to the final 100. The rose gold is still the most popular, followed by the black. So if you want that rose gold, that's amazing. The green is now nearly gone. There's only a couple dozen left in the green. Of course, there's your black, silver, blue, purple, red. I think the best example to do, because it does seem a little random, but the best thing for me to say to everybody is, HSN is known for a few great things, whether it's Andrew Lessman vitamins, or Joy Mangano huggable hangers, or Debbie Meyer green boxes, or concierge collection bedding. In electronics, we are known for shredders. We are a destination for shredders. And it's not that it's just a good price, it's a good price for micro-cut. A micro-cut is what this is. It's the most expensive form of shredding technology. And that's why most of us never ever buy a microcut shredder. The shredder that you're thinking about from 1993 was this shredder. This was a strip cut shredder, which, as you can see, there it is. There is no comparison.
That's 5 pages.
Right, it's unbelievable.
And the thing is, you want to get rid of it. You want to not have to worry about it. And you bring up a great point of why people come here. I think because they go to the big box stores. Yeah. They see a black one. They might see a silver one. And then they're like, what's the difference? Why am I going to pay more? The difference is substantial in terms of how small and how fine that shred is and how it can keep up with the demand of what clutter is in our lives. I got to tell you, it feels good. I think we're free shipping today, so ship it to you, get it home, and see the difference. Because literally, this is what happens. I'm going to show you this comparison. Because what happens is, we all have credit cards, right? And the thing is, we try to bend them, we try to cut them up with kitchen shears. I want to show you a credit card after it's been micro-cut. Look at this. Same footprint, but right? Look at how small all those pieces are. They're smaller than a dime. They don't want to be bothered with this. And I take that away. Can you tell me if it's American Express, a Visa card, a MasterCard, Adams, or mine? We're making it harder for them. And that's exactly what we need to do. Because if we don't take the first step to protect our identity, who is going to? And that's why the Federal Trade Commission has told us they can't police it all for us. No. We have to take it into our own hands because it's 1 in 7 of us now. And a lot of us think, oh, it's not really going to happen to me. Or I just have to call the credit card company or the 3 credit bureaus. No. You need to file this document with the Federal Trade Commission. It's a 68-page document. I mean, we have better stuff to do with our time, right, than worry about this. And don't let it happen to you, because that little ding, that little questionable charge can do a lot of damage at the end of the day. And I mean, that's really why you want to just upgrade. And realize, the Federal Trade Commission warns us, they told us all these statements, whether it's bank statements, physician statements, and all these other documents, we need to shred them.
And that's why you get this and you say, okay, I've got it done, it's checked off, I'm okay. I know I've got a shredder that's gonna help protect me. And not only that, you know, there is so much to be said about getting rid of the clutter.
Oh, it feels great.
We allow a lot of stuff to build up with this. It feels good, you shred everything. And it's not like it's 5 or 6 pages at a time, which is the standard. It's 12. CDs, DVDs, credit cards, staples, small paper clips, you are good to go. We are 90 seconds away from our big Sharp finale. We can't wait to do it. It's gonna be a lot of fun while supplies last. 5 flex pay on this one of $23.99. I like as well, Bill, that, you know, everything you've done has been live. There's nothing here that's pre-recorded in the sense that you're showing what a monster this is.
And that's just it. You want to know it's going to work. You want to know it can go through that thick cardboard at the end of the day. I mean, are you going to be shredding cardboard all the time? No. But are you going to have stacks of papers that you want to get rid of and know that it's done properly and it's the best shred out there? I literally got one for my mom. 3 years she was sitting on documents in our garage that were from my grandmother's estate. Right. And she knew she had to get rid of them. She knew she couldn't just throw them away. And I was like, Mom, this is a beast. It'll do what you need it to do. She brought it out to the garage. It's on casters. I showed you the pull-out bin where it even has the hooks for the liner.
Yeah.
We give you a liner, a lubricant sheet, and remember, you're getting 5 full software titles. So
as a bonus.
Exactly. You're protected virtually now and on the physical page.
And just to quickly show you that one last thing I promise. Think about that from that old shredder that you used to have. That shredder used to have to lift the top off and the shred would go everywhere. The paper with this, you just pull the bin out and it's easy to get rid of and dispose of. Green just sold out, so thank you for your calls. Rose gold, hazelnut, which is this one, it looks like gold, black, silver, blue, purple, or red. Bill, final words?
You're gonna love shredding. I mean, it sounds weird, but it makes it enjoyable.
It's a good little thing to have.
Right?
And they call you Joe then. Bill, Joe. Joe's next. Bill to you. Thank you, Bill, the Shredder King. Stay right there for yours, and please leave a review when you get it home. Already hundreds of 5 stars. Well, we are moments away from a product that launched 4 days ago on the Monday Night Show. To celebrate the launch of Sharp on HSN, we have a Sharp 50-inch smart TV. Yep, 50 inches for $4.99. We maxed out the flex pay to celebrate, and we put it on free shipping and handling. We sold hundreds and hundreds on Monday. We have our final quantities available tonight. Talking to the Monday Night Show, the fastest selling product ever, you know what it was? It was this, the Durabulb. Durabulb, we sold 6,000 in 8 minutes. Let me say that again, 6,000 in 8 minutes. Why? Because it's a 20-pack of LED bulbs. Dimmable, 60 watt equivalent, $2 a bulb. There's a big story behind it. I won't bore you now, but long story short, if you want to save a ton of money, it's a brilliant opportunity. DuraBulb is here. It's coming up in about 20 minutes from now. On the way next, though, get set with your phones. Be ready for our Sharp celebration.
Piece of plastic could be so much fun. Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
It is, everybody. This is a chance that very rarely comes along. When we launch a new brand on HSN, we like to celebrate with an opening ceremonies offer, as it were. Well, Sharp is brand new to HSN, and for the launch, they agreed to take a 50-inch Sharp TV, smart TV, full high definition 1080p, and bring the price to $499. We wanted to play our part, so we threw in our Max Flex Pay, typically reserved for today's specials, that's 6 Flex, and we're gonna pay the shipping and handling charge. You can see from our quantity sold counter that on Monday, we sold 1,000 of these. A lot of people said, I want a new TV for football season. I want a new TV in the living room. I want a new TV for me and my kids and my whole family. I'd love a big screen TV in the bedroom. This is only while supplies last are we able to offer a 50-inch smart TV from Sharp at this price. $499 free shipping. There's no gimmick here, folks. It is an amazing offer. One of the things you'll notice, because this is a top-of-the-line Sharp, it has the beautiful discrete bezel, so all that you're seeing is all screen. What you have is something that can be wall-mounted. Already a dozen sold. We've only been on it for a minute. You have the beautiful stands as well, which are in the sleek silver. So every which way, it's a state-of-the-art premium TV. And one of the things that we were talking about on Monday is how Sharp have focused in on televisions to make sure that that is what they are experts at. Joe and I were talking about how a couple of years ago I bought a Sharp TV. Sure. A couple of $1,000.
I know, and it's fantastic at that price.
It was nearly the same size. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me in your show. It's fantastic to be able to bring so many great features at a truly phenomenal price. Because Adam, like we were talking about, his TV that he spent so much money on, a lot of times they have that big 2-inch bezel that goes around there. When you try to watch your sports, it's a slower delay. It doesn't have any smart capabilities. This, whether you're watching a football game, whether you're watching television, whether you're watching your movies, it still even has a computer built inside. So now we have all of our different apps already pre-installed. So many of us have smart TVs, but you get 2 or 3 apps. Yeah. Here I've got movies, I've got music down below, I've got television shows, I got so many things all right here through one simple television. Then when I get back out of it, it's that experience that you're gonna get. Whether you're playing a game, whether you're watching different content from your computer. Look how absolutely stunning that is. Yeah. And the reason why, Adam, is that most televisions, they're lit from the sides, called side lit, where there's literally a bar that goes around the entire thing. But what happens is how her dress was in the middle, the light can't quite make it there because it's side lit. This, what happens is, it has something called local dimming, where there's a zone here, zone here, zone here. Yeah. There are literally dozens of zones throughout the whole thing. So if it needs to be dark here, that zone can isolate it. If it needs to be vibrant vibrant right there, it's gonna isolate that. That's what gives you that stunning picture that normally to get zone dimming, you're spending thousands of dollars on television. Here, it's done at such an amazing price.
Okay, another 4 dozen were just spoken for. So there's a lot of people dialing in right now. Remember, we're already over the 1,000 mark. What we have is what we've got on this. It's like anything. When any store launches a brand or a store brings in a new brand to them, they want to make a splash. So they want people to know that they've got it. We want everybody to know that, hey, listen, if you want a Sharp TV, come to HSN to buy it. That's why they went nuts and gave the 6 flex pay and brought it in at $499. $499 for 50 inches. And it's a smart TV. Top of the line from Sharp. That's what's remarkable. So don't wait too long on it. That's the only thing. And TVs are typically considered purchases, obviously. But with this, it's like Black Fridays come early. I mean, I'll tell you one other thing to put it in perspective. Even though Sharp TV... Oh, look, folks, I mean, here it is. Even though Sharp are going to be back on HSN throughout the year, there's no Sharp TV that is this price. So please bear that in mind. You're getting the best price Sharp TV we're gonna do. So it's not just a good deal. I mean, Joe, it's an awesome deal.
It is a phenomenal deal. And for me, you know, when I'm watching television, I want it to be one of the best experiences. I pay a lot to go to the movies because I want that movie quality experience. Well, that's what this TV delivers, especially because of the size. The most popular size in America is only a 32-inch. This is literally over 200% more viewing area than a 32-inch. But I love what Adam mentioned, is that when you look at this, like when you're engaged watching your movies, watching your shows, watching your action, all you do is you see TV. Where's the big bezel? It's like it's a floating television, and it's mesmerizing. The other great thing about this is that when you end up looking from different angles, most televisions, you have to be sitting right in front in order to get that perfect shot. This one, it has a 178-degree viewing angle. That's from my side, that's from Adam's side, that's from if you have it mounted up above and you're looking down below, or either way, any which way, any seat on the couch that you're sitting on, it's now going to be in that ultra-wide 178-degree angle. I mean, 180 degrees is at the perfect right angle. Adam, I can stand here and sit right here on the side, and it looks just as beautiful as if I was right inside. The reason why, the panel that they use today is a more expensive panel. I mean, just look how stunning that is when that's the only thing that's lighting up the room. The colors are just so vibrant, so crystal clear. Because of that panel, you can look from any angle because it has that local dimming where it's turning on the light here, but turning off the light there. And it also has a faster response time. Not a lot of people realize there's something on there called a hertz, a refresh rate to a television. Most TVs are at 60 hertz. Now, why is that a problem? Well, when you end up seeing action, when you end up seeing a switch in the contrast ratio, there's a delay to it. It kind of looks like a ghosting effect because it's not fast enough to generate that TV image. Well, this one, it's not the slower 60 hertz. It's twice as fast at 120 hertz. So, Adam, whether you're watching your action movies or your football games, this is going to be one of the best pictures you're going to get out of a TV.
Well, there's only 15 minutes left, everybody, so 15 minutes or sell out, whichever happens. They are hoping to air whatever is left tonight, so we'll see kind of how things are going right now. I see close to 275 people placing their orders, and I just think it speaks volumes. You know, you kind of, even if you're channel surfing and you see this, you look at the price, and then you look back at the size, then you look at the price again, and then you look at the size again, then you kind of see the smart LED, and you think, oh, okay. I mean, it is a killer deal, but it's been designed to be that. This was supposed to be a jaw-dropping, absolutely no-brainer decision to say, you know what? I found it. I've been looking for an upgrade. I'd love a smart TV. I'd love a Sharp TV. People pay more for a top-of-the-line Sharp, and I'd love to get it on a flex pay. So let me just quickly explain how the flex pay works, because there's a lot of new customers who are ordering tonight. You know, interesting fact, we welcome in more new customers with electronics than any other category, and I think it's because we've got what you want and we don't ask you to pay for it, really. Well, here's why I say that. We took the lowest price we've ever done in our 40-year history and we split it up, sometimes into 3, 4, 5, rarely it would be 6, but since we're launching Sharp on HSN, they said, let's do 6. We took the price and split it into 6 payments of $83.33. So when you call today, all you pay is $83 in tax. That's it. That's it. the next month, your credit card or debit card is charged another $83. We hold the balance. There is no interest. There are no fees. There's no applications, no social security number. It's brilliant. The one other thing as well is if you have an HSN credit card, we're doing VIP financing as well. So if you have an HSN card, we'll do a 9-month flex pay that brings the price down to about $55, which is awesome. So imagine your home, your living room, your bedroom with a 55-inch top of the line, sorry, 50-inch top of the line Sharp TV. You are going to be blown away. Even the fact that it's got a built-in web browser, Joe.
Having that built-in web browser makes it so fantastic. But what's happening in college football in just 6 days is that football season's coming. And if you're an NFL fan, we're looking at just a couple of weeks away. When you want to sit home and watch that experience, it's not going to get any better than what you're going to see today. Because there's a lot of things that typical TVs under $1,000 they have trouble with, and that's action. Whether it's a football game, whether it's a baseball game, whether you're watching Tom Brady throw the football and then the football disappears, it's because the TV can't refresh itself that fast. And you might look at this picture thinking, man, that thing is stunning. Well, this is actually my Xbox. a lot of televisions can't handle the high graphics that an Xbox or a PlayStation or most action games can handle. This one absolutely can. Look at the detail. I mean, it almost seems like truly you're on the field with these guys because you're getting 16 million colors. You're getting that faster response time. You're not seeing any delay, any lag time whatsoever, and that's the phenomenal thing about having this Sharp. All these specs have been upgraded for you. But like Adam mentioned, sometimes you just want to watch your Netflix. Yeah. Sometimes you want to watch my daughter. She loves watching the cats on the YouTube videos. So you can do that. Absolutely. If you come down here to Pandora, these are easily the 2 most popular music apps that are out there. Between both of them, over 1 million different songs that you can listen to. Vudu is another movie and TV on demand. So many amazing things. If you want to cut the cable, this Tiki Live app, you can pay a small monthly fee. I think it's around $20 a month and get all your local channels. It's incredible that you can do. So many things that are on here that are free, and if you have Netflix, I want to show you one thing, how fast and how quick it is to respond. Did you see how fast that was? I instantly just switch over to my Netflix account, and then it loads back up for me. And then when I'm ready to go again, I bring it back to my home page. Now I can watch my football game, and then when I want to switch over to another input, I can bring up that one, and I've got it. But I want you to notice one thing. As I was going from Netflix to my football game to my DVD player, I have all these different inputs. Most televisions, they only have one input at this price. Here, I've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's 3 HDMI. I have 2 USB. I have component and AV inputs as well because it's a Sharp. We're giving you all these different types of connections that you can have. So now, Adam, I'm plugging in my Xbox. Yeah. I'm plugging in my cable box. I'm plugging in my DVD player, and I still have room to grow because you give you all those ports that make this the perfect TV for you.
Are you excited? I mean, really, this is one of those exciting things as to why you watch HSN. Actually, there you can see all the different inputs that you've got at the back. This is the reason why you watch HSN, for things like this. Okay, so here's what's left. We have 12 minutes left with everybody dialing on in. Then we're going to do the fastest selling product ever from the Monday night show called Durable. It's going to be first come, first served there. We're excited about that. This is one of those buys where, for those of us who are real bargain hunters, and when it comes to buying big stuff like a TV, I am just the worst. I typically will wait forever. Unless it's Black Friday, then I'm like, okay, I know I'm getting the best deal. In these final 10 minutes, the one thing that I want you to know, this is the best darn deal ever on a Sharp TV on HSN. And it's only because this is our launch of Sharp on the network. Yeah, it's because we're launching it, we wanted to make a splash, so we brought in the 50-inch, lowest price in our history. We put in the 6 flex and the free shipping. So this was meant to astound and amaze everybody that just happened to see it. So this is like Black Friday came early. If you want a big 50-inch screen TV from a reputable brand, remember, Sharp is up there. If you're looking at TV brands, chances are that you're looking at LG, that you're looking at Samsung, and that you're looking at Sharp and perhaps Sony. They're the 4 big name brands. Sharp is one that commands more. Yeah, you can find lower end brands at around this price, but to get a Sharp Aquos TV at this price is unheard of. And just to clarify, if you're wondering, it is a Sharp Aquos TV at $4.99. I mean, it's mind-blowing to think that you can get the Aquos from Sharp at this kind of value, but Joe, it's true.
It is true, and when you see all the features, first off, we're giving you such a big TV. Most of us have a 32-inch, that's the most popular size. To be able to get a television that truly looks like any image, whether it's a bunch of blue, whether it's a bunch of ice cubes that are here, a bunch of different scenarios, it makes it seem as if you're truly right there in real life because of that Sharp technology. But it also has something that's very important that not a lot of companies talk about, but it's how they actually light the screen. You saw when we went from a light scenario to a really dark scenario. All the colors are changing, but everything looks so perfect. The reason why, most televisions actually have a light that goes around the entire perimeter of the television. And what it does is, it's called side lit. It pushes the light from the bottom, from the side, from the top, and the light is very strong on the edges, but then in the middle, it kind of gets a little blurry.
Yeah.
It's not as solid. When you're looking at this, the reason why it's possible, it actually has something called local dimming. There are zones on this television. There are dozens of zones that control each individual light. So when you see this right there, this ends up being turned off, that one ends up being turned on. The reason why you can do it is because of that local zone dimming. It's really impressive to get that. But then, Adam, at this price, in order to have a smart TV too, now it really takes it to another level, because your television essentially has a computer built inside. Well, there are a lot of media streamers that you can buy for well over $100 that do the same thing that's already built into your brand new Sharp. So if you want to watch your Netflix, you want to watch some of your other shows, want to watch your Amazon and your YouTube, Adam, you still have available access to all that great content.
Well, I want to thank the team behind the scenes who actually have just responded to a question that we were getting time and time again from customers calling in. You'll notice that a few moments ago, it did not say Sharp Aquos in our graphics. A lot of you are confirming, is it a Sharp Aquos? Indeed, it is. I know that kind of beggars belief, but it is. So we have now included it in there for anybody wondering. This is a top-of-the-line premium Sharp Aquos TV, 50-inch, high-definition smart TV at $4.99. But there's no more back order or advanced order. We have what we have. So once it's gone, it's gone. And we plan to wear Sharp TVs a lot, as you can imagine. But we don't have this in this price. So if you're looking for an amazing deal, run to the phone in the final 7 minutes. Obviously, when you look at a TV like this, you can see the upgrades. Even though you're not stood next to it, you will notice there is no bezel virtually. It's so wafer thin. When you look at this, the beautiful brushed metal effect at the base adds to the aesthetic design, the gorgeous stand, and of course you can leave it on this stand or mount it on a wall if you so desire. It looks $1 million. Even the remote control, as Joe was talking about, has the shortcut keys. Sharp redesigned their remote control for this new 2017 model, so it's easier than ever before. So even though it's Friday afternoon, even though you might have just arrived home and you're hungry, if you're looking for a killer deal, it is here. I see the team has set up our Dora Bulb, the best-selling product ever on Monday Night Show. We have a presentation next at an incredible value. Obviously, 5 minutes left. Joe, let's be honest, you and me are not necessary here. When people tune in and see this at that price, it's like, yes.
And a lot of times you look at the picture and you're like, wow, that thing looks incredible compared to Adam and I. It's because of the Sharp engine that goes behind making this look so amazing. But you ever go to the store and you see a price in a flyer and you're like, ooh, $4.99 for a 50-inch? That's phenomenal. Let's go take a look at it. But then you see like a wall of 30 TVs and you're like, well, that's a great price, but I really like that one over there. That's $1,000 more. Well, the reason why this one is going to beat all those other ones is that there's a lot of technology that goes into it. We talked about how it's lit, and that's actually how it controls a lot of the colors, the darks from the lights. A lot of times, the contrast ratio isn't so sharp, so the mountains will look a little glary. The dark parts will be a little pixelated. You really don't have a high-quality panel because the way it's lit. But then, Sharp says, well, we're not going to give you that backlit. We're going to give you that local zone dimming. So there are dozens of zones that are on here that turn on and turn off thousands of times within a second in order to give you that perfect image. Now, the other great thing about it too, Adam, is that this television it also has an ultra wide angle. That is a very expensive part of a television, is the actual panel itself. Most TVs, you have to look dead on right in the middle in order to get that perfect shot. Here, whether Adam and I are on each opposite end, this has a 178-degree viewing angle. So I could be on this side of the couch and get a good shot as if I was right in the middle or over where Adam is. And especially during football season, during movie season, it's gonna get cold and a lot of us are gonna watch TV more. You don't wanna always have to be right in the middle. You can be more comfortable on the side because it's that better panel that comes from Sharp. And when you are watching your football games, when you're watching your baseball, it is gonna be one of the best pictures you're going to have. The reason why, first off, look how vibrant all the colors are. They're just so true to life and they just pop right off the screen. It almost seems like you're right there on the field with them. But there's also a refresh rate that is very, very important. You can see the football field. Football there goes, well, he kicked it off the football screen there. But what happens is as soon as he catches it, a lot of times you end up losing the football during the game because your refresh rate isn't fast enough. It just gets lost. It's something they call a ghost effect. Well, this isn't the slower 60 hertz that a lot of people are selling on every TV from $1,000 and down.
True.
This is twice the speed, 120 hertz, Adam. So this is that faster refresh rate. So when you're watching your games, when you're watching your race car, when you're watching all your sports or your action movies, it is that perfect experience, like you're right there with the players.
Well, all good things must come to an end. We are 3 minutes away. Again, the 6 FlexPay, I can't stress it enough. Even if you go to the red store or the blue store and you find even a nearly as good brand at this price, they don't allow you to pay 1/6 of the price and walk out the door with it. We will, and we'll even ship it to you as well. That's why this is so amazing. 3 minutes away from the fastest selling product ever on the Monday Night Show. Joe, could you just throw me the HDMI cable for a second?
By the way, gold tipped.
Oh, only the best.
It's very important to have gold-plated, gold-tipped HDMI cables.
Well, and you know
Solid
why
connection.
it's important? Because here's the thing. When you buy a television, if you go buy this TV from anywhere else, you don't get an HDMI cable. And then it's like, well, hang on, how do I connect my my DVR, my cable box, my Roku, whatever it is? We're including a gold tip HDMI cable so that you've got everything right out of the box. I know it's only a little thing, but it's an important thing. It's free, it's included, it's yours, it's a bonus right there. If you are on the fence about it, even though it's a television, 50 inches, even this has a 30-day money-back guarantee. The one thing I can tell you with absolute confidence is that you will not find a lower price Sharp TV on HSN. This is the best deal we've ever done. Joe, sir, obviously the team from Sharp were watching on Monday night.
Sure.
I know the executive team, a few members were here as well. It is a big deal because they're a big brand and it's a prestige brand.
Well, Sharp themselves have been around for over 100 years and they've been making electronics longer than most companies have been around. The thing about having this is that you're truly getting an amazing brand. They've decided and designed this this television to really be one of the best experiences you've had, whether it's movies, whether you're watching your TV shows, whether you're playing your Xbox, it's gonna be phenomenal there. But sometimes the remote, when you get a smart TV, even that is difficult. Well, Sharp knows we're gonna make it easier for you. It has the numeric keypad across the top, has the directional keys down there in the bottom. There's your volume controls, but then it also has your favorite smart function right there. It's a Netflix, it's Vudu, it's YouTube, it's Amazon. And then that little button right there in the middle that looks like a house, that's your home button that always brings up all the smart apps that you have. A lot of times when you get a smart TV, you get 1 or 2 apps, maybe 3 apps with it. Now I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon, I've got YouTube, so you can watch all your videos there. Down below, iHeartRadio is the largest radio station, the largest collection of radio stations in the country. Between these 2 apps, over 1 million different songs available for you. You can surf online if you want to with the web browser. You have Opera if you want to get into that sports, so many things. But a lot of times when you bring up an app, there's a lot of delay to it. This, as soon as I click it, you see that instantly? It pops up, Adam, because the processor in here is one of the fastest ones we've ever included for Sharp. Because do you ever try to click on Netflix and then you get a little spinny wheel and you're like, you're just waiting. This, Adam, it's instant. And the reason why that processor is so fast, it can handle going from one app to the next, no delays whatsoever. It's all top of the line when it comes to Sharp.
If you were one of the ones that missed out on Monday night, and it was mayhem. Oh my gosh, the number of folks trying to get it. If you were one of the ones that missed out, we are so thrilled that Sharp have been able to bring in extra for the remainder of this week and this weekend. As you can see, we're well ahead of where even we thought we were going to be. It's a launch offer that I think think is unrivaled, especially when you add in everything else that it comes with. I just want to focus for just a moment, because I know we've got to get to Dora Bulb, which is going to be awesome. I just want to focus on the size for a moment, because Joe, 50 inches, let's not take that for granted.
Right, that's a huge television. The most popular TV right now in America is a 32-inch. It's incredible. It's really like taking, Adam, 3 32-inch TVs and then stacking them right next to each other. It's that much bigger. It's over 200% more viewing area. So if you're trying to watch your movies on a 32-inch experience, just look how much bigger it is when you step up to the 50-inch, or how much are you missing out when you have a tiny little 32-inch. And to be frank, you know, a lot of times at $500, that's what you get. You get the 32-inch. That's high definition. That's a smart TV. Well, we have all that features, but now we're just making it so much bigger. We're giving you over 200% more viewing area. Even when I knocked over my stand, it's still working great. But the thing is, Adam, I love being able to look from multiple angles. There's so many TVs under $1,000 where if you're right on the side, you can't see it at all. This TV is designed so everyone on the couch, Adam, they all have the best seat in the house.
Joe, sir, would you please go get your tennis racket ready?
I'll be ready.
We're going to have some fun in a few moments' time. If you are ordering, congratulations. I hope it brings you a lot of happiness. I know you're going to love it. Well, I promised you the 6 p.m. hour is a wonder. Talk about variety. This is awesome. This is called Clever Solutions. Are we just going to start it right now? I want to show you a couple things that are coming up, because there's great ideas. Starting with 911 Help Now. We'll do this in about 15 minutes. This is the new one with the GPS locator. Yeah, this is a GPS locator built in. Instant communication with the 911 operator, except now they're able to identify which vicinity you're in, where you are. It's brilliant. It's never been at 149. The reason why this will go